Hi and welcome to another episode of The Growth Insider. In this session, we're going to have a little look at business R&D tax credits. So we're going to kind of explain what that is and demystify it just a little bit for you in this session. So, what are R&D tax credits? Well, R&D, Research and Development Tax Credits, is a government initiative to encourage businesses throughout the UK to invest in challenging and innovative projects which are going to have some sort of, economic return for you in the future. So the first point to note is business R&D tax credits are open to UK businesses. So they're open to UK businesses. It doesn't matter what size or shape your business is. All businesses in the UK are potentially eligible for R&D tax credits, and at any stage of business, whether you're a startup or scale up or a very successful business, you can apply for R&D tax credits. R&D tax credits really revolve around projects that you're doing in the business. So the second point around R&D tax credits is it's quite project based. And as I mentioned a moment ago, those projects need to be innovative and challenging. Two key words in the world of R&D tax credit change. So what do I mean by innovative and challenging? So this is doing something in your business that is going to be difficult to do and doesn't have 100% certainty that you're going to be able to achieve it. For example, you might be doing something like trying to integrate two systems together and doing some system integration, which you hope you can get one system talking to another system, for example, and you're doing a bespoke piece of work that is quite innovative to get those two things to talk together, will have a positive business outcome, and it's a bit of a challenge to get those things done. So if, like me, in most of your businesses, you've probably got quite a lot of challenges every day that you're looking to address. Some of those challenges may well be innovative and may well form part of a project that could potentially have a R&D claim made against them. So project-based and for all UK businesses. So if you identify a project in your business that you think maybe that's a R&D project, then how do you go about, or when can you make a claim for that? So the claims for R&D are every year. You can make a claim for R&D. Typically, you would do that after you finished your accounting year and you've done your corporation tax return. If you're a limited company, you would then go on to look at your projects that you've done in the year and look to put those into an R&D claim. If, like our clients at sort of next level business, what we do is we do the annual accounts and at the same time we're looking at the projects and the R&D claim at the same time. And you can do a claim every year, but you can also go back 2 years. So you can, if you haven't made a claim before, you can go back 2 accounting periods and make a claim for up to 2 years ago. The only issue with that is if you miss the deadline of 2 years, so 3 years ago, you can no longer make a claim for R&D tax credits. So it's really important to make sure that if there is a project in your business, you uncover it and you make sure you do a claim within a reasonable amount of time. You've got 2 years from the accounting year end in order to do that. Otherwise, you lose the opportunity. So unfortunately, no going back 5 or 10 years to make any R&D claims. Now, what you're saying to me now is, in your mind, I'm sure, is what is the value of a potential claim? So the answer to that is probably slightly bigger than you actually think. The average claim across all businesses in the UK is actually £53,876 is the average claim for an R&D claim for a business in the UK. So not an insubstantial amount of money by any means. And your business may be on the smaller end of the spectrum, or indeed on the larger end of the spectrum. So this number can vary quite dramatically depending on what exactly you are doing in the business. So let's talk about a few examples, just to get you to understand that a little bit further. Examples of activities. So let's break this down into obvious ones. So if you are doing a new, a new sports product, as we've done recently, so you're designing a new sports product, that would qualify for an R&D tax credit claim. If you're doing perhaps a new medical device, chances are a lot of that would be a qualifying project. Or perhaps you're creating some customized software to sell, which again may well be a qualifying project for R&D. So some obvious ones there where you think, okay, I'm probably doing something or creating something new and innovative. Chances are it's a good project that's likely to have a good claim. It would still need assessing, but chances are you're onto a winner. Some not so obvious things, NSOs, that other businesses do. So these are the kind of less obvious areas where businesses think, I'm not doing any R&D activities in my business. I don't need to talk to anyone about R&D claims. Some of those less obvious areas are, maybe your business relies on having lots of customer data, or you're doing lots of kind of interesting marketing to your customers, or you're collecting customer data. So maybe your business has got a customized CRM system. So you've maybe taken an off-the-shelf product and you've customized it to the needs of your business to work how you want it to work to achieve your business goals. So something, if you're dealing with customers, you may have done a customized CRM project. Not so obvious, but again, it may well be a R&D project. Another one could be, a lot of businesses these days have got a website. And those websites are increasingly getting more sophisticated and clever in terms of what they do. So if you've spent some time perhaps creating elements or things on your company website that are very specific to you, whether it's to drive sales, drive customer engagement, deliver products, that sort of thing, there's a good chance that potentially that element of customization that you've done to the website, which is unique and challenging, could form part of an R&D tax credit claim. The final not so obvious example I want to give you is one of a new process or system that you may be putting into your business. So by new process and system, this might be a new way to make something. It might be a new production line. It could be a new methodology to make something, new molds, that sort of thing. Or it could be an entirely digital process, for example, of how you get content or other things out of the door. So if you're doing something that involves perhaps creating a new system or a process, the chances are that it would be something worth considering when looking at R&D projects, and you never know, you may get a claim. So that's it from this session. The key message is, don't ignore R&D tax credits. If you think you may well have something that qualifies that's obvious or even not so obvious, do explore it, and good luck, and we'll see you next time.